it is one contract that is common to each one of the managed care organizations. There's not a different set of terms and conditions for each one of them. The rates are the same for each one of the vendors. Nobody has a different set of rates. They're all the one contract.
But no changes can be made to
no changes can be made. Medical home, eliminating somebody going into inappropriate level of getting primary care in an emergency room. Those are the type of things that we can try to better coordinate those type of services in order to be able to set the program up going forward. It is going to take time, and the idea is that because it is a 5-year program, we want to do it right. So if I'm going to need more time, I have the ability to be able to go back to the legislature. I have the ability to be able to work with the managed care, and I will tell you that CMS, the federal government, is not going to sit there and say, okay, go have at it. There's a significant amount of oversight that they will provide to us. There's a significant amount of oversight that we will provide on the managed care organization, and we need the partnership and the working relationship with the various organizations in the face of a growing demand for the type of services. I mean, if we can't agree on that, then there is a fundamental challenge here, because right now we have a limited amount of financial. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that's the right thing to say, but that is what the reality is. And
I know that I agree with that. I understand that and agree with that, but I think that it feels like a rush job, and that there was a path that was moving along in a rate that was in partnership, and this does not feel like a partnership anymore. I think, and I think that you're in a rock and a hard place, but I think that this is the reality, and I'm not going to sit in a room like this and pretend it's otherwise. I'm going to speak up and say, because I have our good executive counselors here and the people here who are representing the companies need to hear these things too.
And I do believe that people hear this, but I will tell you that I'm in a role. I personally am in a role that I'll be gone. I have a definite time in terms of the role that I play. I'll go, and somebody else will come in. But we have an organization of a couple thousand people, with some folks that are just deeply committed to working with those with special populations, those with medical issues, the provider community, and so forth. They're deeply committed to that. They will be here. They are the ones that are going to be looking at the plans, the detailed plans. They will be the ones that are going through the readiness review to get to the point where Walter said, this is what you said you were going to do, now let's go through that. That's why each one of these contracts there's a different heft in terms of the size of the contract, because we wanted to make sure that the components that they said this is what we were going to do are included into the contract, not just the standard verbiage. So it is I can't say, I'm not going to say something trite and say trust us, because we have to earn that. We have to continue to earn that, but we need to work together. I mean, at some point, a decision is going to get made one way or the other. And when that decision gets made, I mean, I have a responsibility and an obligation to be able to move forward and follow through on this, as does the rest of the department as the state. But we will do that in a responsible way.
I want to meet up here. I want clients involved.